and I'm thinking out loud because I don't know what else to do. It's 9:38 in the morning, Monday, November 11th, 2024. Am I the only person that actually lives in this building? Everyone else comes and goes, has somewhere else to go, uses it like it's an Airbnb instead of low-income housing. It's supposed to be low-income housing for poor people. It's supposed to keep you housed and protect you from being homeless. It's the purpose of the building. It got government tax credits. It got fucking support and all this other shit. It's not just like even like a regular apartment building. And just the thought process of like how someone could figure it out. If I died or disappeared for some reason, and you came back to this area in like a couple years or something, what would prove to you what people's motivation was? Like if suddenly the whole area was bulldozed and they put fancy stuff here, like the way they took away the food carts and then put in a Ritz-Carlton hotel. Is that what you should look for? Someone turns the whole street into just nightclubs and there's no actual housing here. Or it's deliberately to like antagonize and hurt anyone that is put here for services. Like they want you to be like abused to death. So they leave the housing mixed with the other things and turn it all back on for the next group of people that they want to like torture to death. If I had complained as soon as I moved in that the construction of my room was fucked up, that it was loud every single night in a way that was like rattling the windows, I didn't complain. I got jobs at night. Again, I have lived here from 2015, March of 2015 through 2020 without the same issues that I've had since 2020. Yeah, someone took over your block. Yeah, well, that's implying that like someone new showed up. That doesn't really make sense, does it? Because it's like the same old cops or something. It's the same neighbors. It's the same business owners. If you go back on Google and you would look at this street, those businesses have been here since I was like 17 years old in high school. Since at least 2007. The place across the street has been a shelter thing since like 1929 or something. Like 19 something. It's like always been a religious based shelter thing. The whole fucking time. That's like 100 years of being the same thing. So who thinks they own the street? Who is friends coordinating with each other? What are they trying to get out of anything? Somebody wanted a fucking story out of this. And I'm trying really hard to fight against some stupid fucking story I would never write. That they can then go to like city to city and try to shut down like fun areas or something. Because like it would be that's the story that they got. I'm not fucking Nancy Reagan. I'm not a prude. I'm not a boring ass bitch. But you can't torture people on purpose. Yeah, that's not like a real club then. That's not like any like place in the rest of the world then. Yeah, somebody like spiking your alcohol. That's not the alcohol's fault. It's not like bar life's fault. It's some psycho bartender. That guy is a psychopath. Yeah, you be specific and hold individuals accountable for things and don't let them ruin whole big things because they're fucking morons with some stupid agenda. Yeah, the idea that they are deliberately mixing, like, poor low-income places because they want to abuse poor low-income people. Yeah, this is how someone feels like they run the fucking world or something. They're just assholes. Yeah, you bring some religious notion into it. It's like a theocracy, military, something. And yet, obviously, everyone in the military isn't the same shit. You have to see it in, like, factions. A good example is something from 2020 where you had, like, a Vietnam veteran yelling at the National Guard guys about them committing atrocities, and the National Guard guys pepper sprayed him with this orange shit right in the face, right in the eye, and walked away from him. Like, they assaulted him and walked away. They got it on the news. You know, technically both of those people are, like, military. Clearly there's a difference among people. What I don't see is, like, there should be police that are, like, separating themselves somehow. Like, they actually wanted to help anybody. Maybe their coworker is such a psychopath, like, they don't want to... Well, I've imagined that 1,000 times. Like, if you were a cop, why wouldn't you speak up if your coworker turns out to be a fucking Nazi? Because they all have access to everybody's shit, maybe in a way they never should have. They can look up your fucking family. You try to move away or something. They have access to the information, like running your license plate. The worst stalkers in the world must be cops that have gone bad. Yeah, and full of some idea in their own mind that they're, like, good guys. That makes it really bad. What, 3 times today you've heard, like, siren noises. There have been stretches of, like, months at a time where there was no siren noises. You could have thought downtown had been evacuated. There's no regular flow of traffic sounds. It's like the soundscape is totally bullshit. It has been since 2020. Every single day I feel like I'm being threatened that I'm gonna just die is another, like, go fuck yourself. Some sick idea that they think they're training you to be something. Because, like, your brain tries to make it make sense. That it has to somehow make more sense. Because if they really wanted to kill you, they could have fucking shown up 1,000,000 times and just shot you in the head already. They're trying to use you for something. Maybe they really understand. Like, also, if you just died, maybe you were bait. And that will be the, like, final straw in fucking them over. Something that's keeping them from just, like, killing you on the spot. They're doing it slow so that it acts like, oh, it was environmental circumstances. It's social murder. Something has to make... Yeah, some fucking kid... I'm calling him a kid because he acted like a child. Like they were like 25 years old. 23 and 25. Taught me what social murder was in 2019. I also think they poisoned me. I've never heard of this Frederick Engels guy. Never heard of this concept before 2019. They're the ones that introduced the idea to my life. And then, like, what, carried it out for the next 5 fucking years? Yeah, it is really crazy. Like, they're 23 and 25 years old. Who the fuck is telling you to do shit? Because you don't just come up with this crap on your own. I feel like everyone has just watched these people fuck with me for years. Like a little coliseum. Other bosses fucking around. Other people fucking around. What kind of empty, heartless monsters could you be to have that? That's what is fun for you. Go watch a fucking TV show. People aren't a TV show. No, they must have some sick notion in their head that they're doing something good, because it's just this idea that people they can't stand doing something wrong with no, like, there's something in a conscience that kicks in. So they have to have convinced themselves somehow. How? And then what, are you all going to commit mass suicide the day that you're like, wow, we were really bad to that girl. We are really fucked up people. We should have left her alone. They'll just implode on this fucking spot under, like, the emotional realization or something. So, yeah, what is supposed to happen? You come back to this fucking area and see what they did to this building in 5-10 years. That should make something really clear. And yeah, I hope they get fucked for whatever they were planning to do. I have no sympathy at all. Whatever the fuck what you want to do. They're the definition of a Nazi. The 21st century, something that you design a camp thing for anyone to live in. What the fuck is wrong with you? A box, a camp, some kind of, like, dollhouse. I don't know how to fucking explain what the fuck this is. It seems like this is. It's wrong, is what it is. And then what, every once in a while they'll threaten to throw you out on the fucking street just for fun? Yeah, and this constant idea that somehow you were not brave is ludicrous. These people are brain damaged psychopaths. Like, there is no excuse for anything they've done to me. Nothing. I don't have to do anything anyone else does. No one knows what the fuck they're doing. I'm not a fucking zombie person. I don't have to be like you. I don't think you're something I even want to be like. Get the fuck away from me. And then acting like you can't live in your own home. I definitely paid for the place with blood, sweat, and tears. In ways that no one should have to. Get the fuck away from me. No, the morons, like, they fucked up so bad they'll never admit it. Oh my god, if they ever admitted it. I never have to be quiet. You're the fucking monsters. I don't know, yeah, what, like, just if someone ever, like, clocks how this area shifts, that would explain what someone thought they were doing. You could figure out who had the bigger power grab. Something could be understood. It's just gonna take years. And it takes a certain kind of brain damage to just only have a response like they're robots. On the internet, a bot, how it just has like these auto responses. Like, it doesn't register anything you said, it's just programmed to say things in return. That's the kind of like bot response. There shouldn't be any response at all. But when it feels like there is one, it's like a bot. Soulless, stupid, automatic, pre-programmed, no mind of its own, doesn't really make any sense. Garbage. I don't think fucking morons have any idea what they're doing. What they think they're doing, what they're actually doing. I need to just wait and outlive them or something. But how sincerely, if the world would have been a better place without whatever the fuck this was. Yeah, they ruined existence. It's a crime against existence. For what? Yeah, at the very least, they could fucking hate themselves. They deserve that. They probably did in the first place. It's 9:55 in the morning. Yeah, my sleep rearranges itself all the time, so... Well, I hope somebody in the universe monitors what happens to this area. And proves it. Even if I can't. Fuck this. Yeah, they're constantly trying to get you to just, like, write an essay. And, I mean, they don't really care about you doing things with your life. They want you to put words to stuff that they rip out of your mouth and somehow utilize in other places and shit. They steal it from you. Yeah, but it would be like making me not exist on a level to, like, not think. So it's just a matter, it's like, you know, you have to take a shit and these freaks are going through my shit. It makes no sense, but like you have to shit, so yeah, I'm waiting for the generation that sees things so clinically, they just understand what I mean. If your reaction is like, ew, then you're Neanderthal. I'm waiting for you to be over. Yeah, there's some future where people are just smarter than everything here. Yeah, the point is even, it is, yeah, it's gross, but like, that's why it's weird of you to fucking go through my shit, you know? Yeah, how they try to drive, they act like they're interpreting everything you say, like you can't speak for yourself. They act like a bunch of people are watching you. They act like there's constantly like some weird bot feedback thing. And then at the end of the day, you'll go out and they'll walk away whistling. It was just a big joke to them. It's psycho. They clearly don't have anything else to do. Talk about like you don't work hard enough. Well, this is not a job. Harassment is not a job. It's a crime. Like actual crime. Using cannabis wasn't a fucking crime. This is a crime. Yeah, that sound like someone is right outside. They think this shit is funny. And I want them to get fucked. There's no one to call for help. That's why I'm like, I'm talking to the future. There'll be some future that gets it. That's who's gonna help. That way we'll at least go fucking written into history what the fuck really happened over here. Go fuck yourselves. It's fucking stupid. The only way you can even hear me right now is if you were deliberately listening into my room. That alone proves something. Because I can't even, like, this is not the volume I could play something when I had that old TV. I haven't had it for years. I was playing music from it in like 2020 and 2021. That was louder than I am now. I put it on all the way, went outside, I couldn't hear a damn thing. The only way you can hear me is if you're invading my privacy. I want them to hate themselves. You don't get to go feel so like you're fucking superheroes when you killed a superhero. You're monsters. Stop trying to rearrange my life. for your own agenda shit. Yeah, and at the end of the day, they can act like you're crazy because they've been doing this to people for like 200 years or whatever. Go fuck yourselves. Yeah, I mean, there's obviously the difference between somebody who is being exploited and somebody like that just thought they were. Or persecuted. And then there's like actually, yeah, sometimes it does happen. They're not crazy when they've been gang stalked. You just created this like stupid thing that you can like further fuck with somebody with. I want the whole system fucked. There's enough people that knew by now that we're taking whatever they used to call a conspiracy theory more seriously. There's ways to prove it like never before. Like Lucille Ball's teeth is like my favorite example. She really got radio signals through her fucking fillings. And they found some underground enemy whatever at the time radio tower thing that was signaling out stuff. And that was like forever ago. Again, what's different between like the 70s, 80s, even like the 90s till now? I don't need to go to the library to look up microfilm to make a case. I can show you a YouTube video. You're not getting away with this shit anymore. Because, yeah, they could just make you act like you're crazy. Yeah, back in the 70s, 80s, and 90s. Not anymore. Anyone can look up the Lucille Ball thing. Let's play it even. Fuck this. Serious.
There's a story you once told, and it had to do with World War II. And you were
I know the one about the dentist.
Yes, this thing
True.
is stranger than fiction.
But it's true. To make it short, I had some dental work to be done. You know, they put in temporary fillings, and I had never had it done before. What is it? Lead?
I think in those days they were putting in temporary lead fillings.
Yeah. It was quite a while ago.
During the war.
Yeah. And
World War II.
Yes. And I had several, up or lower. And I went to work that day, and I got home very late. And it was, I don't remember what year, but it was after they had taken the Japanese out of California, and unfortunately put them in the camps, which was a very sad time in California. And we were all on our guard, you know, about many things. There had been a Japanese submarine sighted in Santa Barbara, and a Japanese fighter plane had been sighted going over our home one evening. It was touchy times. Anyway, this particular night was about 1:15, and I was driving alone. I had 35 miles to drive, and it wasn't any fun. It was just a normal night. I wasn't frightened or anything. I was just driving along, and a road that I'd taken many times, and all of a sudden, I heard music. But I mean, with a great beat, you know, and I looked down to turn off my radio, and it wasn't on. And I turned around and looked to see if there's anyone behind me. And the music was getting louder and louder and louder. And I realized it was in my mouth. And it was beating in my ears. I could hear the tune and everything. I recognized the tune. And then it started to fade out.
Yeah.
Oh, what the hell was that? You know, what could it possibly be? And I didn't know what it was. So the next day I mentioned it at the studio to Buster Keaton. And he said, what street were you on, Moore Park? And I said, yes. He said, you went by the radio station. You picked it up. Well, you got any fillings? I said, yes. He said, you picked it up in your teeth. Well, I could hardly wait to go by there again. And I didn't go by at the same time of night, so nothing happened. There was no music playing, but I could hardly wait.
Call in a request.
Right. But about 5 nights later, because I had to wait, I don't know, a couple weeks for those teeth that were getting fixed. I was going up another street, almost home, and I was passing 4 vacant lots that were all raised so they could build the Birmingham Hospital. And as I went by there, I heard, and I'm picking it up with my teeth.
You mean?
Yeah. And I stopped the car. And I looked around, in the Morse code, like. And I backed the car up, and it got stronger and stronger, and I kept on backing it up until it really got strong, and my whole jaw was vibrating, like this. And then I got the hell out of there. I went boom, like this, and it was very late. And I couldn't wait to get back to MGM the next morning and tell the security office, and they found an underground Japanese transmitting radio station. Honest to God.
Is that a great story?
But then they just found it was one of the gardeners calling one of his friends.
Oh, now wait a minute.
No,
but they
sure.
really,
Yeah.
and they captured them, and you helped.
I don't know what happened to him. I just turned it over.
Let's have a look at those teeth that helped win the war.
For all you know, they just told her it was the Japanese. But it was American shit anyway.
This is Democracy Now!, democracynow.org.
Because I don't know. I there's too many games you've seen play out. But, yeah. I feel so much better just from watching that again. Just from, because I'm not, and there's no way, I'm not crazy in any fucking way at all. At all. At all. It's just gonna take somebody that's gonna be willing to fucking listen to me. And yeah, I feel like whatever is around me has been fucking around with acoustic weapons. There's something literally called the LRAD. Long range acoustic something. R. Or D, whatever. Device. Long range acoustic device. But like the cars going by with the bass. And they're like, if they rolled their fucking window, oh, there goes a siren far away. The cars that go by with, and they, like, it's meant to interrupt you. And, like, lose your train of thought. It's clearly the point. Too. Like, just as simple as, it's not like hearing voices and shit. I don't hear voices. I hear people talking through the wall. Like, they saying shit outside to get, like, you could imagine them with some kind of funnel or something. You can put earplugs in and you don't hear them. It's just people playing little ghost. Yeah, Harry Houdini would be like, you know, look at the idiot behind the curtain talking through the wall. It's as simple as that. I'm not hearing voices. Like, you can even feel the difference when you have a thought that goes through your head and then like sound that goes in your ears. You can feel that. I have to wear earplugs all the fucking time. Yeah, just take up years of your life having to say this over and over again to their paid off doctor or something. fuck you, man. Again, it should be easier than ever to prove, like, I'm not crazy. These people were fucking with acoustic devices. But yeah, like the pulsing beat, if they rolled their window down, there'd be no music. No lyrics, no higher. I don't know what that is. Like, there's the treble and the bass. There's no treble. There's no upper pitched sounds. It's all just like, I mean, even the binaural beats I'm playing now, if you measured it, it'd be like this wavy, it has like a flow to it. When it's a weaponized sound, it's just like attack. There's no flow. There's no change in the beats. It's just like, yeah, I hate them for doing this to me. What was that, your test subject? See how much it drives somebody crazy? Yeah, they have a COVID shutdown again at some point, and then, I mean, do it to everybody if they haven't already. Maybe that's where 4 million people are that didn't vote in the fucking election. They're stuck in their house. They've been tortured. Yeah, the smashing the glass, the banging on stuff. It's like all weaponized levels of sound. And then it's like they train you with the big loud noise, and then they come around with like a lighter version of it, and that's supposed to make you look stupid too. Because the lighter version triggers you from all the big noises. It's like if someone had bombs going off at one point, and then they set off a little firework. Like a little one. You know, not even like a little one. And the little one fucks you up. Because, I mean, it's exactly that idea. That is what PTSD is, even. Like, fuck these goddamn people. I can't even afford cannabis right now. I got naproxen. I got binaural beats. I can't even, like, masturbate all the time because it's like some creep is on my fucking windowsill. I want to kick him in the goddamn face. How else do you comfort yourself? And I mean in like a chemical way that sends like different things through your nervous system. These are the natural things you do that affect your nervous system. Fuck these goddamn evil people. And yeah, it even to the point, like, I was feeling really extra good the past, like, tonight. I made little stories with the AI thing. And it's like, I've been having trouble writing. All of this shit fucked with me writing on top of it. But I can, like, make the visual story and then put that together. Like, I'm like, getting it closer to having written it, at least. And then there's like a visual version of it. And I was like really happy with it. And it's almost like they fucking know when you get happy about something. And then ruin it. They don't want you to be in a state of like confidence and homeostasis. They want you to be all fucked up and it fucks with your body. It's like I'm like hemorrhaging from the fucking inside. And I have to be able to express how fucked up it is, because if I talk really calm, yeah, maybe you take me more seriously or some shit, because like some people are like triggered by a yelling person to just like shut it off and look away. A shrill voice, because like they can't hear you speak. It becomes a tone they cannot literally hear. And they shut off until you have to like talk a certain way. But there's a middle ground there where if I don't express how bad it is, you don't take me seriously. Like, you don't understand how fucking bad it is if I keep just surviving through it. Yeah, I'm waiting for the right people to care. Hoping someday they will. Whatever the fuck bullying little clique ass monster, overly broken brain shit is around you. Like, smart people will figure stuff out someday. And they will find you and your shit that you've left littered all over the fucking internet. There are clues. And maybe it saves a bunch of people. It's not just about me. There's no way they put all of this crap into just you. What? Yeah, and I mean, you always need the fucking internet. The internet is a human right. Oh my God, if they ever fucking take the internet away. Because that is how I can prove it. The archives, 1,000 years of archives that are on the internet somewhere. Yeah, you think the government will always have access to it, even if somehow they shut it down for people. They're never gonna just throw all the information away. I just don't... Where are the librarians? Where are the teachers? The doctors? The totally fine people? Yeah, because I hear somebody outside say again, every time you're right about something, they interrupt you with the word pedophile. Like, that's their go-to move. And I don't know how to, like, squeeze it out of their fucking mouth and break their teeth. I don't know how to make them stop. It's just, like, the dumbest fucking thing in the world. I don't have to care about this. It's some, like, 1% of the population has some, like, sexual issue. They also have, like, weird issues with incest and a bunch of other shit. None of this is my fucking problem. It must be their problem. Get the fuck away from me! I hate your fucking guts, you psycho moron! I'm not a pedophile! I don't care about pedophiles! Go away! If I ever have a kid and you touch my kid, I'll kill you. What else is there to say? Jesus Christ, I hate them. Yeah, it's because they called Trump a pedophile. Well, what, you tried to fuck a 13-year-old girl, it looks like. Alligated, and she disappeared without a trace. I don't know. That would make you a pedophile. If the allegations were true, you have to language it. And so what? Now they're going to be fucking president again? And all these fucking people are... They're so psycho about QAnon, psycho about pedophiles or something. You have a guy that was alleged to fuck a 13-year-old and now he's going to be president again. Why don't you turn your attention to that? Fuck yourselves, you goddamn morons. It's like these psychopaths wanted to fuck a kid. That's what's really wrong, or something. I hate them. I hate what they did to the planet, to the generation, to, like, everything you have to talk about and be in this world. They reduced it all to some shit about pedophiles. Go to hell. Go to hell. I never want to have to talk about this crap again. It's fun. Yeah, again, they don't say incest or other weird issues that people, they don't say that. They just have this one concern. They don't scream murderer, they don't scream rapist. The one girl did. There was this at the beginning of 2020, they literally had this bitch out here. I think her name was Ariel because people yelled the name Ariel at her or something. So I eventually got she was in the building, she was screaming in my bathroom, and she was yelling about pedophiles and rapists, and something very specific, like, those two cops are are rapists or something. Who? 2 cops? Who were 2 cops? You know, but like, whatever. Just yelling it to the whole fucking street. I wrote city council about it. The motherfucker upstairs had her in his fucking apartment. Fuck whatever this is. The truth will always come out. And these people are morbid psycho monsters. I know that it's some kind of sick joke, like with internet people, to even like get, like if you say the word pedophile, it's like a joke to them. Just to get you to say the word. I don't have to be scared of some shit. I don't have to, I'm a clinical person. I can talk about sex, drugs, anything under the fucking sun. I'm a grown-ass person. Like a textbook. It is a grown-ass person. Your immaturity is killing everybody. Fuck yourselves. Yeah, somebody wants you to stipulate the rules of the road. Stay out of the fucking high school. Unless you are in high school, you shouldn't be fucking with high school kids. Don't pounce on somebody as soon as they turn 18. Yeah, all these fucking people want somebody that's like a girl, but to them, they're more stupid than them. They want a girl they can look down on so they can control them and fuck with their head. Because they're actually intimidated by them. And they need to feel like a bigger person. It's not even, I'm not listening to anybody. So, Elizabeth W29, listen, miss, whatever. Everyone is just an interruptive distraction. They want somebody that they can somehow like look down on. So they want this like weird subordinate dominant situation. It's just immature. They're just like fucking warped. And if anything, I don't want that, so go find somebody that does. Like, but I can tell you I don't want that. I want a co-captain who thinks I'm just as brilliant as they are. Just as capable as they are. Maybe you have different strengths and weaknesses, but like you're equals somehow. They don't look down on me and enjoy that. Fucking gross. Yeah, and I can be alone. I'll go ahead and, like, what is with you? It's like you wanted something from me, so you keep insulting me and fucking with my life because I don't want anything to do with you. Go away. Yeah, did I insult you and you feel rejected? I don't fucking care. Go away. Psycho. I feel like I had more on the train of thought about, like, but whatever. That's I think that's the point. And I've had to say it over and over again. And meanwhile, like, yeah, plenty of people, like, won't listen to you at all. Because you breached a topic they don't, like, they'll run away from it. This place is stupid. Yeah, and meanwhile, I'm not talking about my own childhood. I'm not talking about how I have suffered or thought things were wrong, how I broke my ankle and they waited 40 minutes to take me to the hospital, and then in the hospital I fell again, and then they had someone pray over me at the fucking public hospital, and then they did surgery on me, and I don't know what the fuck that, talking about shit with your teeth. Who knows what the fuck? Somebody hitting me in the back of the head in 2012. I don't know, like, I have, like, major concerns of things that happened in my life that I could be talking about. Yeah, if someone fucked with me as a kid, I was violated as a child, but I wouldn't call that person a pedophile. They're an abuser. I don't think they did that to me because they wanted to fuck me. They're just, like, an asshole that abused me in a sexual way. Like, they sprayed a water hose up me. They had me bend over naked on the back porch and sprayed me with a hose on full blast. That was sexually violating, but that's not the same thing as, like, they are abusive. If they were my mother, they would be in jail. Yeah, and no one gives a fuck. So yeah, all the some psycho circle of people so concerned for anybody's well-being, but weirdly don't give a fuck about actual things you do have to say. I mean, it's like everyone's just full of shit and was trying to, like, ruin your life by attaching things to you that no one is. It's like icky. The big flat booger of the world. Go to hell. Yeah, be mad because I was right and I was good and I didn't believe in your God bullshit and I was a feminist and all of that all together was just, like, too much. That's your fucking problem. I don't know if someone is actually, like, fucking with my, like, the speaker, doing that weird, like, are they sending some kind of, like, signal through my room that fucks with my speaker? Interrupting the Bluetooth connection, something is, like, yeah, for all you know, they've been giving you cancer for 4 fucking years. On top of whatever the sound shit is. I mean, they literally pumping weird shit into my room that smells god-awful. No, you're monsters. The day you figure it out will be a day too late. And you should fucking hate yourselves. If you can hear me, then you heard that. And maybe eventually it'll ring in your fucking mind. You'll have dreams about it. It'll sink in. You're the fucking monsters. "10:31 in the morning.